Thank you for choosing Vego Garden. Today we're going to assemble a modular cover system. This video can be referenced for all cover system models. Inside the box, you'll find an instruction manual, packages of hardware, and all of the parts for your cover system. Read through the instructions before beginning assembly. Today we are assembling the VC2080 model, which is made for 2-foot by 8-foot Vego Garden raised beds. First, lay out and identify all the parts of your cover system. You can refer to the parts list inside the manual to identify all of the parts by their size, shape, and number. Step 1 is to secure the vertical support poles to the inside of your garden bed. First, push the support pole plugs into the bottom of each support pole. Rotate the plug until the small notch aligns with the notch in the pole. Place it on a flat surface and push the pole down against the plug. These plugs will wrap up and around the pre-drilled holes to prevent water from getting inside your poles and causing corrosion. Next, remove the hardware from the top row of your garden bed and insert a bolt through the garden bed, support pole, and both layers of the support pole plug from the outside of the bed. On the inside of the garden bed, use a flange cap nut to secure the pole to the garden bed. Once the support poles are secured, firmly push the T-fittings and cross fittings onto the top of each support pole with the widest leg of the fitting downward and the arms of the T-fittings parallel to the edges of the garden bed. The next step is to create the rim of the cover system frame. Simply push the rim pieces firmly into the cross fittings until the indentation on the top of the pole aligns with the edge of the fitting. Repeat this process with the bow pieces to complete the frame, adding a flat section in the middle of the bow if your configuration requires it. Finally, place the mesh cover over the frame, tie the strings, and tighten the Velcro. Congratulations on assembling your cover system. You can unzip the window sections and Velcro to the top when you're ready to harvest. The next step is to install the Mr. Irrigation components if you choose. First, lay out all the parts of your Mr. Irrigation system and read through the instructions. Then attach the T-fittings to the bow joints using the clips. Pull the clip open with your hands and stretch the legs of the clip around the bow. Then place the T-fitting into the rounded notch of the clip and hook each leg of the clip back over the bow one by one. Next, connect the short hoses between each T-fitting, matching the pre-cut length to the distance between fittings. Simply push the hose into the fitting to secure. If you find that your short hoses are a bit too long, use the tool to remove the hose from the fitting and cut to the correct length. Then push the hooks onto the vertical support pole of the frame on the end that you want to connect to the water source and spin the notches to the outside of the garden bed. Attach the long hose to the end of the last T-fitting and secure it into the clips. If you choose, you can remove the hardware from the third bolt hole from the top of your garden bed and feed the irrigation tube from the inside to the outside of your garden bed for a neater look. At the end of the long hose, push the adapter onto the hose. The adapter will connect to your garden hose or tap, and you can use the included plumbing tape to prevent leaks at this juncture. The next step is to flush your irrigation system until the water runs smoothly and clearly, usually for just a few minutes. Once the lines are cleared, you can install the mister nozzles by pushing them into the T-fittings. Some nozzles are singular, while others have arms that move. The final step is to close the end of the Mr. Irrigation system opposite of the water tap by using the plugs to ensure that your system stays closed. Adjust the direction and flow of your misters as desired, and you're all set. I hope this video helped you, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful day in your garden.